Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and I'm here to talk to you about, as a brand new Mason, what can you do to best help benefit your lodge? Not benefit yourself, but what benefits can you bring to your lodge? What is the thing some of the things you should be focusing on? And we'll give you some of my credentials in just a minute, but that's what this main topic is about. How can I best get involved and support my lodge? What can I do? So here are some suggestions I want to give to you, because I'm out here just, what am I going to say? I have no outtakes in these videos, by the way. These are straight from the cuff, because I'm out here living the coolest life, Masonic edition. Well, hello there, and thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and let me give you some background on me real quick. I'm a two-time past master of two separate lodges. So I've been a master of two different lodges in Columbus, Georgia. I joined Masonry about just over 10 years ago, I guess now, and I'm a member of York Rite, Scottish Rite, and Shriners. In the Shriners, I was a vice president of our local club, and in York Rite, I was locally, I was commander of our commandery, also venerable master and high priest. You know about York Rite, you know what those are for our local organization. And also I was a 3-time Valley Secretary of our Scottish Rite. Needless to say, I'm pretty well versed in Masonry. I by no means want to tell you that I'm the almighty authority on Masonry. I just want to give you some tips of some things that, how can you best help your lodge, which is what this video is about. How can you best help your lodge quickly and do what's right? As a master, what do I want and expect out of my new members? Okay, so let's get right on to it. When I go visit lodges, and I've been in lodges in about 27 jurisdictions. Yeah, that's more than most people, I assure you, and counting. I should be in my next jurisdiction by the end of next month. I'll be in New Mexico, and I'm going to set in a lodge in Colorado. Hope to be in Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. So those are coming, to include Montana. So I'm going to go visit those lodges. What I have found is, and when I go visit lodges, when I see that there is a brand new Master Mason, I like to give a speech, especially if I'm there when they just get raised. And a speech I say is something to the lines of this: you're a brand new Master Mason. You see all these people around here, the people that have taught you what you know right now about Masonry. There's a lot of people here that could have been someplace else. They could have been with their families. They could have been doing, been going out to eat with somebody. But they're here supporting you. You now owe them. And I know you're thinking, oh, what do you mean owe? Here's what you owe them. Here's what they want from you. Number one, they want you to show up. You've got 1, maybe 2 meetings a month. Some of the jurisdictions, you got 10 meetings a year. 10. In Georgia, we have 2 meetings a month, year round. Why not? Year round. January to December, we got 2 meetings a month. The only time we miss them is if we have if it doesn't coincide with Grand Lodge or something like that, or major holiday. That's the only time we miss a lodge meeting. We don't have one scheduled. So as a brand new Mason, all those brothers that have spent all that time and energy on you, all they want you to do is show up. That's the minimum. The minimum they want you to do is just show up to lodge. Nobody can miss you at lodge if you never show up, okay? And we want you there, or we wouldn't have spent all that time initiating, passing, and raising you, okay? So the next thing you can do, well, okay, I'm a Master Mason, I'm going to show up. Is there anything else I can do? Yes. The next thing you can do is get in line and become an officer, become a steward. They're going to teach you and hold your hand along the way. Don't worry about that. As a steward, that's normally the first position you get into. So what do you do as a steward? Well, learn your duties. In Georgia, we cope the Holy Altar, superintendent preparation of candidates, introduce them into the lodge, and assist the junior warden in the duties of his office. And none of that is a secret. You can find all that online. Secrets in Masonry are basically our handshakes and our passwords, the correct pronunciation of those passwords. So that's really our secrets. All the rest of that stuff, how you open and close lodge, that's not a whole lot of big secrets. I'm not going to take you through all that. So learn the duties of the stewards. Become a steward. And always when you get into a position, not only learn your position, but learn the next person above. Because sometimes those people, their daughter's got a recital that they can't be at lodge meeting. So now it's time for you to move up. Don't have a past master come in and fill in. You move up. Let a past master fill in the lowest one that can't be filled. But if you know your duties and their duties and how they go about the lodge and how they open and close, then you should be well prepared. So there's a lot to learn there. Now, let's say you're pretty quick. Okay, I'm 6 months in. I know my duties. I know the guy above me's duties. I know the next guy above him's duties. Okay, now what? Learn a lecture. Why not? Learn a lecture. Learn the working tools. Learn some of the different lectures. The apron lecture. Now, I will say this: there's a lot of jurisdictions and/or states, excuse me, have their worshipful master do that. Some of those things. My question to those brothers is why? Why can't you say, you know what? The working tools, in my belief, is a great lecture for a steward to learn. Not a warden, not a deacon, but a steward to learn. Because when you're doing a lecture for the working tools, you've got something tangible in your hand that you can hold. Okay? So you've got something tangible in your hand, and it helps you remember things. I know it does for me. I'm more tactile when I memorize things. But you could say 24-inch gauge. A 24-inch gauge is an implement made use of by operative masons because you've got it in your hand, so you can talk about it. It's divided in 3 equal parts. Okay, so you can learn that. Those are great lectures to learn. Learn the prayer. A lot of these lodges out there don't have a chaplain, so step up and say, "Hey, I know the closing prayer." Supreme Grand Master, ruler of heaven and earth, now I'm about to separate and return to our respective places of abode. See, you can learn those things. And for the most part, those what the chaplain says is pretty universal in every lodge in the country that I found so far. And actually, most lodges and most jurisdictions say you can pray whatever you want, but these are some recommended prayers, and that what I just recited was one of them. So learn those things. So how can you benefit your lodge? 1, show up. Just show up. 2, become an officer at your lodge as quickly as possible. 3, learn a lecture. Those are the 3 main things. Outside of that, I'm going to rub some brothers the wrong way here. I know I am. You ready for this? This is bonus material. Okay? This is bonus material. I got a meeting in 2 months. What are we doing? We're doing a barbecue fundraiser. Okay? Worshipful Master says, today's the 2nd, so on the 23rd of next month, we got a barbecue fundraiser. Who thinks they can be there? Raise your dang hand. Yes, raise your dang hand. Don't say, I need to get with my wife and check the schedule for the 23rd of next month. No, it's time for you to be the man. Step up. Biblically, it says you are in charge of the family, not your wife. It's not her responsibility. When your family fails, it is never her fault. It is your fault as the man of the house. Are you the man of the house? Oh, I know I poked some bears there, didn't I? I don't mean to be that way. That's not what I meant. I'm saying the 23rd of next month you can commit. If something comes up, my daughter's got a recital, you best be at your daughter's recital. Okay? But as of 2 months prior, I know that I could probably be there. Raise your hand. Things can come up. We get that. Raise your hand and go ahead and commit to it. And when you get home, you know what you do? You tell your wife, hey, 23rd next month, I'm going to this thing. You know why? Because you want to make sure she doesn't plan a day at the lake or a whatever. You want to make sure she doesn't plan that. You plan yours first. Get that on the, find out what the lodge is doing and be there to support them. Or how about this? Barbecue butt sales going on. My wife might come with me. What? Your wife is at a fundraiser? Yeah, why not? Why aren't more wives at fundraisers? Doesn't have to always be the brothers. We find out, especially at a barbecue butt sale, wife doesn't want to go. So you can still plan those with the brothers. But isn't it great if you get your wife involved and she can meet some of your other brothers, and that way when you are going to lodge, she's all in. She's okay with that because she knows those guys. She can't get to know those guys unless she hangs out with them. like at barbecue butt sales and the fundraisers that you have, spaghetti suppers. Why not get those wives involved? They don't have to be an Eastern Star in order to get involved. Who knows? Maybe they'll join Eastern Star. My wife did. But so those are some things to think about. I want you to consider those too. I hope I didn't rub you the wrong way when I said some of those things, but I will say this: that is just my opinion. That is just my opinion. My wife knows if I got something masonry, I'm probably going to go to that, no matter what's going on at home. If we have something important, if she felt like she wanted to go out to eat that day, sorry, I'm not just going to drop everything and go out to eat with my wife because I've got a lodge meeting to go to. I'm going to my lodge meeting. If she wants to come to our dinner at lodge, by all means, she's more than welcome. And I do encourage that more and more. If your lodge has a dinner, why not invite your wives to that dinner? Let her take the car home or bring 2 cars. Most of you have 2 cars. Just told on you, didn't I? Yeah. Most of you have 2 cars. Bring 2 cars to lodge. Let her eat dinner. Maybe even help prepare the meal. You never know. She might want to do that. I don't particularly want to prepare the meal, but I'll help set things out. Anyway, that's some of the things I do. Be sure to like and subscribe and send this to your brothers who are brand new Masons. Maybe this will give them some insight and some things that maybe they haven't considered. So I need to get out of here. I'll see y'all down the road because I need to get back out here living the coolest life, Masonic edition.